Market Monday, we have a lot to talk about, but first we have, and I'm unfortunate to share this news with you, possibly the Easter egg leaks. Darren Waller 98 overall. You can see on the description of these cards, kind of shown on MuchEG this morning when the content went live. Sugar Rush Egg Champion JC Horn, well overdue for a card though. 98 speed, good height on that card. I love his Most Feared LTD last year. You have Von Miller, which 92 speed, I'm going to be honest, is a little bit slow just compared to other outside linebackers we've gotten in the past few weeks. So I don't know if that will be too great of a card. And then you have Brandon Marshall. Now, he only has 97 speed, but we'll show you later in the video. Speed is not going to be a factor, at least if you have 96 or 97 plus speed anymore. Brandon Marshall, 6'5", 97 speed. And then we also have the standard reveal for the weekly wildcard content, and it is going to be 98 overall Darnell Mooney with 98 speed. Overall, actually a really good card. But getting into things and starting off with the expected content schedule. Two, I would say, not confusing, just surprising things. One, only one Sugar Rush content drop this week, and the other thing, huge bombshell, Team Diamond to release, most likely going to be on this Thursday. But let's break down Sugar Rush, because there were still a lot of unknowns going into today, since they didn't have a good morning Madden stream to explain everything. First up, you have the Sugar Rush Field Pass, and this is the Sugar Rush strategy item, +2 speed and +2 acceleration to all players. And that's why I mentioned having 96 or 97 speed doesn't really matter anymore, because you're going to have 98 or 99 speed. And then you also are going to have your combination of XP, coins, and Easter eggs, and the final reward is either going to be a 96 overall sellable Sugar Rush hero, or you can choose a large Easter egg. Moving on into the sets, and this is where things start to get a little bit confusing. With 98 overall champion sets, unfortunately, it is not going to be 3 96s like we saw for the Ring of Honor content, but rather 4 96s. And then for the first time ever, I don't think this has ever been a thing for Zero Chill or Easter, there are sets to get eggs, and each of the requirements, small, medium, and large, are going to require a combination of overalls. You can pull a bigger egg than the pack describes. Pretty much you're doing a set for a reroll. You can pull a medium, large, or extravagant egg out of a small set, and you know, that leads on to all the other sets. But the major news that is this morning is we only got a player reroll for Sugar Rush. No egg reroll. So as of right now, the only way you can get unlimited Easter eggs is through the sets. Taking a closer look though at these egg sets and why they are an absolute scam, huge overvalue, and why I will not be touching any of the Easter egg sets. Starting out with the large egg set, I'm going to open a set for you guys. You'll see I just pull a standard large egg. It's going to quick sell for 73,000 training. Remember that number. Of course, you can pull a higher egg, but we're not really focused on that right now. So the sets for the large eggs, you're going to need 490 overalls. Now, the way that I look at sets is when you're putting in a card, an asset into a set, you are putting in the opportunity to sell this 90 overall right now at 22,000 coins. So you're putting in basically a 20k value card into the set. You're going to need 490 overalls for the large egg set. Now for the 92s and 93s, well, the 92 market is heavily up because there's no real way to get 92s efficiently. They're going all the way, and you could really even say 63, 64k you can sell these cards at, but I'm just going to say 60,000 coins. Now if we go back to the large set, I'm going to take off the tax you would get coin-wise from selling these cards in the auction house. 490 overalls at 20,000 coins after tax, and 392/93 overalls at 54k after tax. This set you are putting in, you could rather sell these cards in the auction house or do the set 240,000 coins to get pretty much a large egg that goes for 73,000 training. You're paying over 3 per for this large egg. Doesn't even matter how good this large egg could be. It could be a 95 plus, a 96 plus. This is absolute robbery when it comes to value. There is no way in hell you are going to be able to return the value from doing these sets. And I've even gotten into the small eggs and the medium eggs where 88 and 89 overall cards are going for 20,000 coins too. All of these egg sets, you are paying a premium price because for some reason, EA decided that sets would be a good way to get eggs at the current moment. Maybe they drop a reroll, and actually, let's get into that. So yeah, taking a look at the training market, and we could even ask the question, are they going to bring egg rerolls into the game before Easter Sunday? Now, we do have Zero Chill where they did not bring the present rerolls into the game until the second drop or a week after the initial, the initial drop of Zero Chill content. The only way you could have gotten the presents back then was through the field pass. Now it's a little bit different this time because there is the sets. They're giving you a direct way to get Easter eggs. So it's not a guarantee that we get the Easter egg rerolls. I would assume though, probably during the market or the Good Morning Madden stream tomorrow morning or Wednesday, they address if we're gonna have Easter egg rerolls. Because for right now, I'm not gonna get Easter eggs. It's that simple. I'm not paying 240k of value. I know you can buy these cards cheaper and do the set for probably around 200k, but even at that, that is so many coins, and it's just it's a hassle of a process to get Easter eggs. So yeah, for right now, I'm not touching Easter egg sets. But training, where's training at? Well, surprisingly, 96 overalls and 97 overalls, because that's the market we're focused on, they really have not moved that much. Their unfiltered price right now is like 225k, and the 97s are like 330k, which is what it's been for the last 2.5 to 3 weeks. So what is my sort of plan with training? Because I am selling some training, you can see on the auction house, and I've actually been quite successful with selling training. And all I'm really doing is listing the cards for the same prices we've been selling at for the past few weeks. This is the boring aspect of the Sugar Rush promo for right now. Are we still making profit off of our training buys, right? That we bought 96 overalls for 200k, 97 overalls for 290. Yes, we're making profit, but this isn't fun. Like we have at this point in the game, I just want to have fun with Easter eggs, and if that means you could put in an overpriced reroll, I just want Easter eggs to have fun. I don't want to have to sit here and sell all my training back. I'll make profit. That's fine. I don't really want that at the current moment. I just want Easter eggs, man. But yes, I am listing my 96 overalls back up for 250k. And you'll notice my coins in this video do rise because I'm selling cards at the time of me recording this video. But yes, 96 overalls selling again back for 250k. 97 overalls back for 360k. Could you go out and potentially buy training back right now? Because you can get 96s back at 200k, 97s back at 290k. Yes, you can. Now, I will say there's not like I'm not like, full throttle, go ahead, spend all your single coins on training, because it's probably a 50-50 chance that we don't get Easter egg rerolls, and you got to like plan out, like, are you gonna have enough time to sell all your training back at these, elevated prices with only a week to go, if, for example, we either get or do not get the Easter egg reroll next Monday. So you can go ahead, you can keep buying training. It's honestly a decently smart thing, considering you could still consistently sell at that 250k and 360k mark. So if you want to, AKAs are probably your best bet to get players under 1.8 per, but I would say be a little bit more greedy and cheap with your prices. Maybe try to get 96 overalls at 195k or less, and I would buy 97 overalls at 285k or less. That's really the plan for right now. I'm listing my cards. I'm still kind of up in the air if I want to reinvest these coins that I'm getting into training. That is the training market in Sugar Rush. Now let's talk about Team Diamond 2s, because this is really a shocker. Was not expecting this during the Sugar Rush content, or at least during the TVP era, because the market is already inflated. I'm assuming these cards are going to be 98 overalls with probably a 99 overall champion. I love Team Diamond 2s. Team Diamonds in general is my favorite program every single year. I love the cards that are involved in the pro game, and I love how they use old content for the sets. But when I say this is probably the worst timing to drop Team Diamond content, it is, because the market, as a result of eggs being used, or eggs having a set requirements, a lot of the pieces and overalls we would have invested in for Team Diamond 2 are already inflated, and I would say tainted by the egg sets. If you look at 92 and 93 overalls, they're 62, 65k in the block. You look at 90 overalls we already talked about, they're 22, 23k. 88 overalls and 89 overalls, these cards are even 20k. So in terms of prep, I really think the only reasonable overall you can buy that still is at a normal price that hasn't been affected by the Sugar Rush content is going to be 94 overalls. I would say buy these cards under 90,000 coins. That's the same number at 1.8 per as we were buying 96, 97s. You can always go ahead and sell back the 94s for 100 to 105k at the unfiltered market. So that's really where the no risk comes into play. There's not that many 94s though that are available to buy at under 90k. And if I'm being honest, I think the Team Diamond 2 sets, no matter what, are going to be way overpriced. The set requirements are going to be way too much, just like Team Diamond 1s. There's not like a whole lot I'm doing to really prep for this content except for buying 94 overalls. Maybe you can buy 95 overalls under 125k or something like that. But you can't really buy you can't really buy 86 overalls through 93 overalls because they've already seen that elevated price tag. Like, that's the price they're at is what they would have been if they're going to be involved in Team 2 sets, but they're already at an inflated price. You don't really want to buy cards at an inflated price because that's where you open the possibility to where they could go down in price if they're not involved in the set. So Team Diamond 2s, I guess the only other thing you could really do is any cards you get 80 to 85 overall, or really any cards you get in your binder through packs or binder junk at all for the next 3 days, just hold in your binder. You could go out and buy 80 to 85 overalls, but I don't know how many of them are going to be required within the set because it's going to be a 98 overall card. So yeah, if there's anything to do, I guess, for prep, 80 to 85 overalls you can buy for super cheap, and then 94 overalls. But if there's anything, if there's an investment you want to skip out on, I would say it's this one, because I think with no matter what, these sets are going to be overpriced, they're going to be expensive, and I don't know if the pieces are going to rise that much because there's already inflated prices at a lot of the overalls that are going to be required within the set. And then in some smaller news, I know the AKA solos, if you guys want your BND AKA champion, I have heard all throughout Twitter, I'm seeing it all on my timeline, they are not giving you guys enough tokens to do the or to get the AKA BND, fantasy pack. I'm sure EA will address it on Good Morning Madden tomorrow morning, and it should be resolved at least in the next 48 hours. But yeah, man, a lot of talking when it comes to Team Diamond 2 investing, training, what to do, buy. I mean, it's a lot to talk about, man. This was a upside down day, a top seed. I was in a spin cycle for the first hour or two this morning, kind of deciding are there gonna be egg? And it was weird. It was weird. But yeah, we'll see, man. At this point, like I said, we're going to make profit off our training no matter what, because it's still at a heavy price and we could always sell at these inflated prices. But I just want egg rerolls for the fun of it. If they don't add egg rerolls, I'm sorry, but I'm just not going to have hundreds and hundreds of eggs. I'll probably get up to like 50 or 100. I'll overpay a little bit for the eggs, but I'm not going to just waste all my coins to open up Easter eggs that I know are just going to lose me millions and millions of coins. So hopefully we get, and hopefully EA is reasonable with us. It's an unnecessary complicated process right now to get eggs. They're the only part. The Sugar Rush content at this point is just Game Changers Part 3. We're just getting 98 overall champions and 98 overall LTDs. At least what makes the Sugar Rush content and the Zero Chill content unique, or even the Zero Chill content, you have Ghosts. What makes Sugar Rush content unique is the Easter eggs. So give us I don't even care if you overprice the hell out of the training reroll and make training not go open price. I just want there to be an efficient way to collect eggs. I want to have fun. We are March going on April. Please be reasonable and add, I would just say, a random egg reroll. Address it at least. Be like, yeah, we've heard your complaints about the Easter program, and it's really, really hard to get Easter eggs at the current moment. But we'll see. Hopefully EA isn't a grumpy old man and just makes the content really, really boring and turns it into Game Changers Part 3 and Part 4, because I'm assuming we'll get Sugar Rush Part 2 next Monday or next Thursday. But that's all for the video today. Comment your thoughts on Sugar Rush content. Comment your questions, of course. Like if you have enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.